1,300 miles with 2 vehicles on borrowed time. The Audi had no AC, a clutch on its last leg, and a coolant issue I hadn't yet addressed. And the F-150 has metal in its oil and a bad timing chain system that's barely holding together. One of these vehicles would eventually leave us stranded, leaving us in the worst possible place I could imagine. So whatever the title is that I chose for this video is going to be widely different than what it was originally meant to be. Starting tonight, I am driving my Audi S4 all the way to Virginia from Texas. I think it's like 13 or 1400 miles, and normally I wouldn't really think to make a video out of something like this, but today we're going to be driving this Audi, which has a couple of problems. And if you know what that is, we've got a little bit of a coolant leak. Now, it's not too bad. It's something I've been keeping an eye on, and I believe it is the water pump. I would imagine maybe the gasket, it's finally leaking because it's so slight, and every drive results in a little bit of coolant kind of spitting out from the belt area. So I believe it's trickling down. But what this video was originally meant to be, and what I will show you later, is can my 2010 Ford F-150 with 219,000 miles not only fully loaded, but also tow this car? And I'm not gonna lie, that was gonna be a pretty risky drive, and I've been pretty anxious about it. Come this morning, when I was supposed to leave, I tried to load this car onto the trailer from U-Haul, but right under here, we were clipping onto the trailer and there was no way for me to get the car on. And I tried several things. I bought ramps to kind of get the car up a little easier and create less of an angle so that it wouldn't rub. And I tried wood planks, etc. And we were just hours and hours into this by that point, dripping sweat in the sun. So we came to the conclusion that this was literally a sign from God not to tow, because maybe that was the one thing that prevented us from towing this thing and having some major engine issue on the road with the truck. So here we have my Audi S4 that many of you guys have already seen if you've watched my last videos, but this channel is really small and there's always new people here. So I'd highly recommend checking out all those other videos if you want to know the history about this car. But for now, I'll tell you the 3 big things that are going to be problematic during this entire trip. Number 1, and even bigger than the coolant, is the clutch. It is pretty worn, it's slipping, and going anything above 3,000 to 4,000 RPMs causes me to lose power, and I have to let it recatch. So this entire trip will be very slow out of this car. The next thing, like I already mentioned, was this coolant issue back here. You can actually see these little dots as well. I believe this is like dirt it's catching here. It will actually spit coolant on and up to here. There it is actually right now. This is actually from earlier today. So this is still an active issue, and I'm hoping it's just the gasket and this water pump can get us all the way there. This has been a maintenance thing that I've been planning to do for a while now. I just have not had time, and we've had a massive move planned. And the final and worst thing, sorry, excuse the car being completely packed. This AC has been the #1 issue I've had on this car since day literal 1. I'm almost positive the guy that sold me this car filled it with new Freon and basically let this issue be something I'd have to deal with, and we're still battling that today. So not only am I gonna go pick up some extra coolant, I'm also gonna get this USB AC little thing that I'm gonna put on my dash and hopefully be able to survive this Texas heat that really doesn't get better until basically the end of Tennessee, maybe Virginia. The temps will drop a little bit, but still probably be in the 90s. Something I didn't mention about the truck either is that the last 3 or 4 oil changes have had a little bit of metal in there as well. So it's kind of just one of those things where I have to take this as a sign that I couldn't get this car up on the trailer. So we're gonna have 2 semi-risky cars traveling halfway across the country for a big move that we've been planning for months on end, but really only became a thing about a week ago. Before this road trip starts, I just want to give a quick shout out to Redtiger for sending me their new F17 Elite dash cam. This setup was super easy. It plugs right into your cigarette lighter, then connects to the dash cam via USB-C, and it even has an extra port for the rear view camera. From there, it's packed with some pretty cool features. It's got the world's first full color night vision inside the cabin, dual HDR which handles harsh lighting situations, and it records in a crisp 4K, 2.5K, and 1080p. You get real-time previews of your front, rear, and inside of cabin, full blacklight night vision while parked, and a touchscreen which actually was incredibly smooth. It transfers footage up to 30 megabytes a second, supports 512 gigabytes of storage, and Redtiger even throws in 128 for free. And honestly, my favorite part, there's an iPhone app that lets you connect and access all your footage wirelessly. I like that a lot because if something ever needed to be saved really fast, I can just pull up my phone and access it there instead of at home. So once again, huge thanks to Redtiger for the support. And if you're interested in a really high quality dash cam, there will be a link in the description below. Make sure to check it out. And speaking of high quality night cam night vision, this road trip starts in the middle of the night. We arrived at the first Buc-ee's. We are about an hour in, and the coolant surprisingly looks really good. Not too bad of a loss. Clutch feels okay. I'm sure I'm going to smell burning later, as I normally do with this thing. Oh, my little AC thing's working decently. Not as good as I wanted it to, but you know, it's nice to have something on me. And yeah, I guess we got a couple hours at the next Buc-ee's, and we'll see if we're going to take a night there. All right, it looks like we made it to our final Buc-ee's stop. I know, 3 Buc-ee's stops tonight, but it's the safest way to do it, and I'm still not sure how either one of these cars, the other one's over there, still not sure how either one of these cars will hold up to the 20-hour drive that is ahead of us. This would take out, I think that's about 3 hours down, so not too much, but it was just the middle of the night, so it's like perfect time to get started and not have to deal with that brutal heat tomorrow. I'm not looking forward to that at all. I know I'm going to be dripping sweat all day. Okay, that's actually pretty huge. That was no coolant loss. I checked about an hour ago and it was pretty much right there. So obviously the only way to like perfectly know is when the engine's cold and that can all settle. But that does give me a little peace of mind that the coolant problem's not too bad. Maybe, I was talking to my friend, he said that it might just be a thing when the car is cold. That's where the majority of that coolant loss is happening. So if that's the case, then I'm not gonna be worried about this trip. Other than the clutch, maybe. I've definitely felt the clutch slipping a little bit if I go too hard. But for the most part, I feel like this has been pretty good so far. I thought it'd be cool real quick just to show you guys, this is the setup that we have. This is a, I believe that's a 12 volt to 120 inverter. So then I can plug this in. And then this little AC unit, not AC, but blows cold air on you type deal. You fill it here with water. You can also drop ice cubes down here and it keeps the water really cold. And this has just been blowing on me the whole entire night. So this has been a lifesaver. Enjoying a little bit of AC right now in the F-150. Luckily this one works. I don't even know what we'd do if both didn't. My girlfriend's sleeping in the Audi. She likes it a little warmer at night, so I'm gonna enjoy this AC for now. You guys can't see her, but the cat's back here. I don't think I ever said I had a cat on this channel, but I got a cat. Yeah, I think this is where we're gonna tuck for the night. Hopefully we don't get kicked out, and yeah. That has been the white noise that I've been listening to all night, along with employees leaving, trucks driving by. I'm just glad we didn't get kicked out. I'm surprised we didn't. It is 6 a.m. I think I got like 4 hours of on and off sleep. She's still asleep in the Audi, but I don't know, we gotta get on the road soon. It's gonna be a hot day. It's gonna be in the low 90s today, so I'd rather get on the road and get that morning like kind of coolness in the 80s than have to deal with the 90s later. But damn, I'll keep you guys updated. of my favorite things on road trips, especially because I'm not an early waker, is being able to actually catch Chick-fil-A's breakfast, because these burritos, unreal. A little less than 11 hours left for driving today, and I am like dripping sweat. I'm pretty sure my entire back of my shirt is just soaked. So, man, I'm gonna need that sun to come down, man. We're outside of Dallas now. Doesn't look much different yet. This is definitely the ugliest part of the drive, but at least it gets better as we go. We're about 10 hours away from our spot. This heat's getting to me. The little air unit thing, it's not working as well as I wanted it to. It does something. It's better than nothing at some points, but deep Texas, I don't even know where we are. I think I'm getting close to a city called Texarkana or something like that. It's like on the border of Arkansas. I don't know if I'm going to make it in a straight 10-hour shot at this point to the next Buc-ee's, because the heat exhaustion is bad. And now I have these wet rags on me now that we've been putting this cooler with ice. On the bright side, the truck's doing good, no issues there. And I think I narrowed down the coolant loss issue to basically only on startup. When I started it this morning, there was a little coolant on the underside of the hood. And I've been checking on it every like 100 miles or so, and I'm not losing any coolant. And I'm leaving the car on. I just turned it off now, but it might be only when the car is turned on I'm getting this leak. So I don't know if that makes sense. If someone knows or has any idea, make sure to leave it in the comments below. It'd be appreciated. I mean, regardless, I'm going to be fixing this once we get out to our new home, but damn, bro. Look at my face, bro. See you at the next stop.
I'm bringing ass out the window. I'm reminiscing, and I'm blinking ass out the I'm blinking ass out the backseat window. I'm blinking ass out the window. Damn, was I trying to get I'm reminiscing, flicking ass out the window.
These big clouds, you can see the difference between when it's cloudy and when it's not. There we go. This makes such a big difference. Man, if only it could have just been a cloudy day, man. Holy. So we made it to Arkansas not too long ago. These washcloths that were like ice cold, definitely helping. Still drenched in sweat. I mean, you could probably tell my hair looks greasy as fuck. But it is what it is. If you've never been to Arkansas, you're not really missing anything. This is pretty much your entire drive through Arkansas, so a lot of semi trucks and trees on both sides. Luckily, it's getting shady over here though, so we got that going for me. We're also about 8.5 hours away from Buc-ee's in Tennessee. I'm hoping I'll be able to pull it off because I don't want to stop anywhere else. Oh my gosh. There's like a little misty rain that just happened, and I just watched the temperature drop, I think, 14 degrees. It just dropped 14 degrees. It's 84 degrees right here now. And this is like a lifeline, bro. Oh my. So weird. I don't know if you guys can tell, but that That is some wet pavement. Oh, it dropped another degree. Oh, we might make it. Oh my gosh, we got rain. Holy, it feels so good. Oh my gosh, it's exactly what I needed. I have been dripping sweat for hours. Like, I feel like I'm gonna have a heat stroke. Oh. Yeah, we're getting off right here. I need to go enjoy this, like, 83 degrees. Yeah, I gotta enjoy this for a minute. Oh my. What a lifesaver. What a lifesaver. My life saved. We're just gonna enjoy this rain for a minute. Oh my gosh. I think the car has easily been like 105 to 110 the entire trip. Oh my gosh. This was like not on the forecast either, I don't think. No, it doesn't even say it's raining where I'm at. Can we just admire how this 3.0 supercharged engine's getting 34 miles per gallon? It's just the perfect engine. I don't know what to tell you guys. About to be to Memphis. Can't believe I've made it so far. Got a new rack on me right now. This one's freezing cold, so it's actually keeping me kind of cool. About 7 hours till Buc-ee's. My entire left side of my body is like fried. You guys probably can't see it right here. I probably need to be outside, so I'll show you later. But I'm pretty sure my neck, my leg, and my arm are just massively sunburned from this window being down pretty much the entire day, because I can't breathe in this car if it's not down. So here we go, Memphis. I'm definitely gonna need a parking lot shower tonight. I'm gonna buy like a couple water bottles or jugs or something and rinse off, because I actually think this might be the most sweat I've ever had. I mean, I know my face doesn't look too sweaty, but I'm getting hit by the wind. The rest of my body is soaked. So it looks like I just drove into a storm. I think this is too much rain to have the window down though. So I guess we're just gonna have to hope it cools down the car somehow. I'm sweating so bad. This sucks. Oh, I can't wait for my makeshift shower later. I had to change this shirt out because it was just soaked from all the, honestly, I think it was like half sweat and half those washcloths that were wet. I don't even know. It just felt disgusting, so I changed it out. But I'm starting to nod off a little bit, and I still got about 6 hours. I thought this would be a good little time if I can, you know what, let's put you guys up here. So I thought I'd show you guys a little road trip hack I learned a long time ago. I've actually done a lot of these like 20-hour types of drives. And this has been like the best hack that I've ever found to keep yourself awake on the road. You know how like sometimes you just start nodding off and you feel tired even though it's like right now it's only 5:36. I mean, I did have no sleep last night practically, but you know, I feel tired. It's still day. So anyways, sunflower seeds. These things literally, like, I could be about to fall asleep and these things will wake me up. And I think it's just because it's something else to do rather than focusing on a straight road. Like, it's got to just be like your brain's like doing something, like thinking about something else. Wakes me right up. So, if you're ever dozing off, try it out. Still almost 7 hours away from Buc-ee's. So, jeez, man. Apparently, actually, it added time. So, I don't know how time got added. That's lovely. Well, we cannot see shit. We just ended up in a thunderstorm. I bet you our boxes are getting soaked. We're gonna have to find some, like, somewhere to sit. I can't see fucking shit.
Park under the thing.
Someone's already in it. Keep going, keep going, keep going.
Okay.
Holy fuck. Holy fucking shit. Our shit is gonna be soaked.
Yep.
Well, we finally had a road issue, and it was none of the things we expected. My girlfriend's tire blew. I had all of them checked before we left. We had them filled. Who knows what happened? That thing's fully blown right now. Luckily, I have AAA, and they're coming right now. We just went through a massive storm. And she said she was like, she drove over like some other person's tire. So who knows what happened, but something blew it after going through this massive storm that I think I got some on video. Hopefully it looked all right, but yeah, now we're stranded here for about an hour. Yeah, this is going good. Okay, we just lucked out like beyond belief. The tire blew, whatever blew it came out right away, and it was in between the tread. So we were able to patch that tire with the AAA guy, and we're back on the road. Like, yeah, that was literally the best scenario for an issue happening was that moment. So, thank God. So I haven't updated you guys in a while, and I don't know if I'll either tell the story when I'm editing the video, or if I just should say it now. But the last, like, we were basically stuck on the road for, I don't know, 12 hours. Right when we got to Memphis, I showed you guys that massive storm that happened. And when we were coming out of it, she saw tire tread on the road and tried to move out of the way, but couldn't. And the wire from that tire actually pierced ours, and that's why it blew. I didn't even know it was going to be patchable. I didn't even know there's like a little pinhole until AAA came. But long story short, we patched the tire, fill it up with air. It's looking like everything's been good. I'm a little worried because I've never personally driven with a patched tire before, so I was a little worried, but I called some people and they said not to worry about that. I was like, all right. So about 40 minutes into driving out of Memphis, I'm on the phone with her and she says the tire light's back on. And I didn't have much time to think, so I looked at my phone. I saw a Shell gas station on the exit that we were literally about to pass, and I said, pull off right here, right now. We pull off, we land there. I park next to the pumps, and I'm looking around, and I realize, like, this is like the worst place that we could be right now, because I do not feel comfortable here. And I look over at the air compressor at the gas station, and it says out of service. I look back over at my truck, and the tire is literally deflating in front of me. Like, it's going fast. Now I'm kind of stressing out. Did not like where we landed. The Shell gas station was next to what I found out later was a closed Motel 6 that a bunch of tweakers are living at, and they just come walk over at the gas station all night long. And the area was just a little shoddy. So I tried getting AAA back, and I don't know what's going on with them. I cannot get any communication out of them. I call 3 times. It's a nightmare. They don't take care of us. So I tell her, I think you should call the police. You know, like a female's voice on the phone, like, might have a better odds of getting a cop out here for something like this. So she says that she's worried. And the reason is because by that point, I believe we had 3 or 4 different people come up to us, like drugged out, asking if our tire's all good, or if we need a tire or need help replacing the tire. And you know, when you can just tell, like, these people they're not looking to be nice, like there's a motive here. That, or they're just so drugged out they don't even know what they're talking about. But regardless, it wasn't safe. So that's why I didn't film any of this stuff, because I had to be on like full awareness. Had the gun ready, and I mean, you never know what's gonna happen like that. So finally a cop comes out, and magically all the tweakers are gone, so clearly they see this guy and none of them come back anymore. And he was actually pretty cool. He helped us out, helped us get a tow, and through a buddy that he knew. About an hour later, we landed at a Discount Tire, which is where we slept for the night, and where I showed us doing our little makeshift shower that we had to make, because I was disgusting. I needed the shower. So we got a new tire this morning. So far, so good. I didn't sleep at all last night. Like, yeah, maybe 20 to 30 minute naps all night long, because I was paying attention to my surroundings pretty much all night in an unfamiliar area. It was just a really bad situation. And we drove for about an hour already today, and I landed at a Love's gas station, and I needed a nap, so I just took a 1 hour power nap before I had to get back in this burning up car. And yeah, now we are 4 hours away from Buc-ee's. I feel like I've been talking about Buc-ee's so much, and every time I do, it just the time that we get there becomes further. So hopefully we can just get there smoothly, and then it'll be our home stretch home later tonight. I'm gonna let the sun fall. I'm a little nervous too because I don't want to drive at night again after what happened, but I don't know if you can see, but I'm filthy. Like, I'm sweating in this car. So I'll keep you guys posted. We're almost to a Buc-ee's, and look at that gas mileage, 35 miles per gallon. That is like unreal. I've never seen an Audi S4 get that gas mileage.
I can take you there, but baby, you won't make it back. Growing sick of this, and I don't wanna make you sad.
About to be at Buc-ee's. Turns out there's one a little closer that wasn't showing up on the maps, which is kind of clutch because I do think I see a storm right in front of us. So I'm hoping we just are able to get under the gas pumps and not have to get soaked again, because I'd prefer if all of our stuff didn't get rained on like it did yesterday. And yeah, we'll probably just chill here for a little bit and then continue heading out. Oh my gosh, my hair looks so dumb. Literally right as we pulled in. Yeah. This stuff would have been soaked. In Memphis yesterday, we got pounded by something probably twice as hard as this, so it looks like this is gonna go on for about an hour, which is fine because I needed a break anyways. Look at this. I am so glad that this Buc-ee's was right here, because this would have sucked on that road. So finally some good luck.
Have you ever seen a man this rich, this broke, this lost in the smoke? Please pray for me. I can never hide my ghost, come everywhere I go. Tell heaven don't wait for me. Sitting waiting at the gate for me. I heard this bitch blunt Lil P faithfully. That's why these pussies got hate for me.
Traffic plus worn clutch equals no bueno. I'm doing that thing right now where you kind of swerve in order to hold the gear, because I'm literally trying to do the least amount of clutch presses as I can this entire trip, and so far it's been pretty good. But yeah, it's time. We gotta get a new clutch as soon as possible. Here is this entire trip's coolant loss. Just spitting up. And I know it's coming from this region. The only thing that makes sense is the water pump's leaking and it's flinging it up. I refilled at the last stop, so I think we'll be good. I'm really only losing coolant when I'm starting the car. I don't think I'm losing any when I'm driving. So if the clutch is holding up, I just need it to get me there, and I can order a new like stage 2 clutch or something. AC, I'm definitely gonna get looked at. I know my blend door's fucked, so it's possible that I'm not leaking Freon anymore, which would be awesome, because if it's just a blend door, it's like mixing hot and cold air, then we'll be good. That's easy. If it's not, then we have a lot of searching to do on where the leak's at. For the truck, it's at 220,000 miles now, and it's running good. timing chain tensioners are a little weak on it, but it's fine. Like, you hear a tiny rattle at, like, I don't know, basically when you're rolling from like 0 to like 4 or 5 miles per hour, you'll hear like a little timing chain slap, and then it goes away. So it's minor. I know it's going to be an issue at some point, but it's not today's problem. Not too bad of a view though before we get back on the road. We're having to do it again, holding that gear as long as I can, because I do not want to be sitting here pressing the clutch in this bumper to bumper. We are on our final stretch though. We got 4 hours. I got myself a Rain Energy and some more sunflower seeds, and hopefully I can make it. I mean, I have to make it. I'm not stopping anywhere. There's no way. So I don't know how I'm awake. I haven't slept barely in 2 days. You know when you're like anxious sleeping because you have to keep an eye open? Yeah, well, that's been the past 2 days. Also, is it safe to say I have the highest S4 gas mileage? I mean, that is 35? My best gas mileage was like 31. And I've been cruising like 60, like about 65 the entire trip, especially today. Maybe that carbon cleaning I did really, maybe that made a huge difference, because that's an extra like 4 miles per gallon. That adds up. I'm not sure if the camera will pick this up, but there's a bunch of fireflies in the grass. See little beams of light popping up. It's pretty cool. So we are 1 hour away. I just got off the freeway because I have an air pressure light for my tires. I just checked it on the side of the road and I didn't see anything, but I'm still gonna see if this gas station that's apparently right here has air. Of course this would happen when I'm 1 hour away and I'm like so close to being able to fucking sleep. My car feels fine. I felt all the tires and they look good. Felt good and they look good, so I'm wondering if it has to do with just the climate change or maybe the... Oh my... You've got to be kidding me. Well, stay tuned, I guess. Look at this person's house. What the fuck? Yeah, I gotta get the fuck out of here. I have no clue where I'm at. And my tires feel fine. I'm just gonna have to find like a normal gas. I cannot believe this gas station is closed. Like, what? It's right off the freeway. Kind of. Alright, fortunately it's looking like it was a false alarm. I think it was the climate change because my tires were all about 30 PSI, so I know. Not like all 4 of them just got a hole at the same time, right? So, I think the climate change messed them all up, so we're good. Hopefully, we are 1 hour away exactly. Let's get home, please.
Ain't nobody ever told you how I love you. Nobody ever told you how I feel about you. Okay, I admit I wanna fuck you, but it doesn't change the way I feel about you. I've been by myself for a long time. I just wish that I could know if I was on your mind.
Alright, so here we are, a day later. We just finally got pretty much everything moved in. I still gotta empty this car. Oops. But both cars made it. And I can confidently say that was the worst road trip of my entire life. That was pretty much 100 degrees the entire drive with no AC. Consistent coolant loss. Here's like the final damage, I guess, from the trip. Let me see. Okay, so you can see we got coolant right here. Got coolant down in this pipe right here. You see more here. And quite a bit of coolant that's spit up, so I'm pretty sure it's the water pump. Like, it has to be. If not, then we're gonna be in for a lot more fun in one of the future videos coming. I've always said this with both my A4 and my S4. These Audis have never left me on the side of the road, and that was with a failing clutch and a coolant loss, and just got me halfway across the country from Texas to Virginia safely, so I can't really complain. And for this bad girl, 220,000 miles now, worn out timing chain tensioners, metal in the oil in the past. But that thing runs like great ever since I'd started doing 20% of the oil with Lucas oil stabilizer, high mileage oil stabilizer. This thing runs great. So, I mean, my little grandpa truck got us here safely, and again, that's all that matters. There's talks about us selling this. I'm not sure I ever want to run into an issue like this again. I'm pretty big on moving. Here, this is where we're at now. This is like nothing I've ever lived at before, so this is like crazy. There's talks about us selling this and getting a diesel, because this is not a situation I ever want to run into again. Yeah, my Audi was too low to get on the trailer. I could have definitely set something up to get it there, but after spending 2 hours and just really putting some hard thought into it, I don't know if this truck could have towed it. The transmission already didn't like just the trailer on there and the weight from everything moving. So I think I'm just going to take that as a sign from God. Like, I'm not even kidding. That putting that Audi on there could have caused something way worse on the road. So, yeah, we're talking about getting a diesel. I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but it's in the thoughts right now, and we're going to look into it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the struggle of getting across country and these two cars that both had their own issues that we had to deal with. And let me know if you guys like the style of content. It'll be better in the future, but it was fun, kind of. Not really, but thanks for watching. Subscribe if you guys want some more content like this. Peace. Thanks again to Redtiger for sending out this dash cam. If you want to grab one for yourself, check out the description below for their Prime Day deal, which gets you 44% off on Amazon. Alternatively, you can check it out on their website and save $100 with code F17ECAM.